Hi, how are you? I'm Vijay Kalyan Jha and I welcome you to Grade Up. How are you doing? Now, the season of notifications has just begun. There are as many as 5 IMs offering you IPM now. Alright, Integrated Program in Management, but we suggest to all you aspirants that you must exercise the exit option. That is, you must convert this IPM to a cool BBA. Okay, but in this session, we're not going to talk about the IIMs. What are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about the symbiosis. Okay, how many of you are aware of this? That symbiosis also offers a wonderful BBA program. In fact, there is not just one, but there are three Symbi institutes which offer you a wonderful program in BBA. Okay, and this examination through which the admission is taken in all these three campuses is known as SET. Here in this session, we are going to talk about SET. All right. Okay. So first of all, GradeUp was the first to point out that the examination would be on June 27. All right. And the exam is indeed on June 27. All right. And the examination would be held in the second half. The time is from 2:30 to 4:15 p.m. All right. Okay. Exam fee is 1,950 rupees. And that is just for the examination. If you apply to different institutes also, per institute, per program, you will have to pay an additional 1,000 rupees. That is, if you decide to apply to all three institutes, okay, from where you can do BBA under the Symbiosis International University umbrella. So you will have to cough up almost 5,000 rupees. All right. Okay. So this is what we are going to discuss today. Now, details. Okay. First of all, SET General is conducted exclusively for admission to the BBA programs offered by Symbiosis Center for Management Studies, Pune. Okay. And SCMS Noida and SCMS Nagpur. So these are the three institutes on your screen through which you can do your BBAs. If you apply to all three, of course, SET you definitely have to apply to. So you will have to, if you apply to all three, you will have to pay a sum of 4,950 rupees. Please keep that in mind. All right. Okay. Now, what is the eligibility? One of the most important questions. Okay, here eligibility is just a formality. And why am I making this statement? Why is it just a formality? Because they expect you to get 50% marks in 10 plus 2 or its equivalent. That is almost a joke. Okay, and anyway, if you haven't got even 50%, right, you should even be thinking about BP. Now, this is an extreme of a statement. Take this with a pinch of salt. All right, but the very fact that even I could score more than 50% in 12th, that certainly means that almost everyone can. Okay. And when it comes to SC, ST candidates, right, they require a minimum of 45% only. Okay. No upper age limit. And I take advantage of this no upper age limit clause. And I also make it a point to appear for this examination. Okay. You don't believe me? You will get to see my scorecards also during this particular session. All right. Don't you worry. All right. Now, there are many institutes and many examinations related to BBA in which the eligibility criteria itself is that mathematics should be one of your papers. Okay, but not here in case of the Symbiosis Institute. All right, like if you look at College of Business Studies, University of Delhi, the entrance examination is JAT, Joint Admission Test, but in order to be eligible for the examination, JAT, okay, mathematics is a compulsory subject. Not only mathematics, mathematics and English are compulsory subjects. All right, but not here. Nothing is compulsory. You should have done your class 12 or its equivalent with just 50%, at the most 50% marks, and at least 45% marks in case of certain categories. All right. Okay, number of seats. SCMS Pune has 240 seats for Indians and 2 supernumerary seats for Kashmiri migrants. SCMS Noida, 300 seats for Indians, okay, and 2 supernumerary seats for Kashmiri migrants. And mind you, overall, SCMS Pune will offer you actually 242 seats for Indians because Kashmiris are also Indians, right? And but here those two seats are supernumerary. They have not been counted here with 240 in either of the cases. Similarly, SCMS Nagpur has 180 seats. Okay, 180 seats and two supernumerary seats. So basically 182 seats for Indians. All right. Now, is there any reservation? Oh, yes. SC 15%, ST 7.5%, differently abled people 3%. And in case of SCMS Nagpur, 25% reservation for those people who are from Nagpur itself. Okay. So 25% reservation for Nagpur domicile candidates. But this is applied horizontally. All right, like from SC, they will take out 25% for people of Nagpur, similarly from ST, from general category as well. So this is what you have. Don't you think that we give you very accurate information? So if you're enjoying the session, please do give us a thumbs up. All right, and share it with your friends, and please subscribe to this wonderful channel. If you do not subscribe, from where else would you get accurate information related to all these examinations? Okay. All right. So now here BBA is a non-residential program at all these three places, be it Nagpur or Noida or Pune. Okay, it's a non-residential program. Hostels are available. Okay, not to all. You may get a hostel, of course. So not all the students may get hostel. All right, but a few of you will definitely get. But it comes for a price. I will tell you how. Fee 3 lakh rupees per annum for non-residents. If you do not avail hostel facilities, right, 3 lakh rupees per annum. Okay. If you avail hostel facilities, it becomes 5 lakh rupees per annum. Rent and meal included. Okay. All right. What else? What is the selection criteria? First of all, you have this examination called SET for BBA, right? Popularly known as SET B or SET General. This carries 50% weight, and WAT and PI carries 50% weight. All right, 50-50. And what is WAT? WAT is writing ability test, and PI is personal interaction or interview. Okay. All right. Now, final admission criteria. We can give you further breakup. In case of SCMS Pune, SET carries 50% weight, as we told you, and WAT and PI together carry 50% weight, of which 20% to WAT and 30% to PI. But in case of SCMS Noida and Nagpur, this is slightly different. The written part, of course, 50%, WAT and PI put together 35%, right? But of that 50%, WAT in case of these two institutes carries 15% weight, and personal interview carries 35% weight. That is how it is. Okay. All right. Now, structure of this examination. Last year, it was a test to be taken from home. It was a home proctored test. But this particular year, in 2021, this is going to be a computer-based test to be taken from a designated exam center. And the exam center would be designated by the symbiosis, of course. All right. All right. Okay. Now, this SET would have two parts. It would have an MCQ part. What is this MCQ? Multiple choice question. All right. And then once the first 75 minutes are over, they will start a WAT, writing ability test as well. Okay, so 75 minutes for the MCQ part and 30 minutes for this writing ability test. So these two things put together, 105 minutes. Now, when it comes to the MCQ part, on the basis of the score of MCQ, you would be shortlisted for the next round for the PI, and then only they will check your WAT score as well. All right. So they're not going to not select you or reject you only on the basis of your WAT score. Please keep that in mind. Okay. So duration of the MCQ part is 75 minutes. Number of questions, 75. Maximum marks, 75. So everything is 75 here. 75 questions to be done in 75 minutes, and these 75 questions carry 75 marks. Something which will make you very happy that there is no negative marking in this examination. But then that is how it is for everyone. So if it is an advantage to everyone, it is advantage no one. So don't be very happy also. Okay, prepare well for it. Okay, all right. All questions carry equal marks. So no special questions. All questions carry equal marks. So 75 questions and each question carries a mark. Okay, so 75 questions, 75 minutes, plain. All right. Now, from general awareness, they have made it very clear that from general awareness, they are going to ask you 20 questions. And please keep that in mind that in general awareness, they ask you questions from static general knowledge and current affairs as well. From general English, 20 questions. From quantitative aptitude, 20 questions. Analytical and logical reasoning, only 15 questions. Of course, these 4 sections put together, 75 questions. There is no sectional time limit. At any time, you can go to any of these sections, but within those 75 minutes. At the end of the 75 minutes, MCQ will disappear and you will have the WAT in front of you. Please keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. So no sectional time limit, and GA, that is general awareness, comprises both static as well as current affairs. Okay. All right. No one is asking any question. And medium of SET general or SET B, only English. Only English. Okay. Level of difficulty is low for almost all the sections, which is why I'm able to score okay type. All right, like when I took this examination in 2019, the examination used to be of 150 marks. I had scored a cool 128. All right, you can see in general English, I scored 35 out of 40. Quantitative, I scored 40 on 40. General awareness, I scored 24 on 40. I must not have been able to do the current affairs part. All right. Analytical and logical reasoning, I scored 29 out of 30. Okay. So needless to say, I just applied for the examination. Okay. But not to these institutes. So like this year also I'm going to apply, but I'll have to pay only 1,950. And you will have to pay at least 2,950. Okay. Because you're certainly going to apply to one of these institutes as well. Isn't that? Jheel is asking what is the cutoff. Okay, now this is my scorecard of SET 2020, but this test was taken from home. I might have been the topper. Okay, but there is a twist about which I cannot talk about here in this public session. Okay, but I would want all of you to know that all those people who took the test last year should not be taken, their performance should not be taken very seriously. Why? Because it was a home proctor test. I believe cheating was possible. Yes, in all my senses, I'm saying that this is my firm belief that cheating was possible. But anyway, you would not get this opportunity this year. Okay, you would not get this opportunity because it would be a very fair test. It would be a very fair test. It would be conducted from Symbiosis designated center. So it will remain a CBT, okay, but not a home proctor test. That is probably the only change vis-a-vis what we got to see in the year 2020. Okay, all right. Sanskriti Soni is asking how to prepare for verbal ability. Please be very good at vocabulary. So we are certainly going to have a strategy session also on this, Sanskriti. Okay, we will tell you, but yeah, since you have asked this question, so please start building vocab. Please start enriching vocab. Okay, I'm sure you would have already done the book, the famous book and the very boring book, Word Power Made Easy by Novel Lewis. Okay, if you haven't, please do that. You have lots of time. You have 129 days left for the examination, though most of you must be preparing for class 12 boards as well. But so what? You still have lots of time. Okay, all right. Now, the difficulty level of quants is low. The difficulty level of quants is low. Could not you see that in 2019 I scored 40 on 40? So you think that it's that easy to score 40 on 40? Okay, no matter who you are and how much practice you have done, okay, and how much maths you know, it's not easy to score 40 on 40 if the test is difficult. Okay, so all the sections are quite doable here, Jheel. All the sections are quite doable. Okay, okay. Sanskriti is asking, what is the level of vocab? The level of vocab is good actually, is good. Okay. All right. Hey, not enjoying the session. You are. Okay. So like it. Okay. Don't be a miser. Don't be a miser. Okay. All right. And share it with your friends and please subscribe to this wonderful channel. Now something very important. Of course, I've already told you need to apply for SET B and then you also need to apply to all the three institutes separately if you're interested in applying to all three. That is SEMS Pune, SCMS Noida and SCMS Nagpur. Okay. All right. Of course, this we have already shared that SET B 2021 is on June 27. Okay. And 129 days are left for it. Yes. Now, ranking of these institutes. I would not put even SCMS Pune in top 5. Okay, I have my reasons, but I will certainly not put them in top 5. Now you have as many as 5 IIMs which offer you a similar program. Okay, plus Delhi University is there, plus Narsi Monji is also there. All right, so I will certainly not put them in top 5 for sure. But SCMS Pune is certainly the best among these three campuses. All right, of these three campuses, SCMS Pune is best. Number 2 would be Noida. Number 3 would be Nagpur. Okay, all right, but a good choice for students with no maths in class 12. Okay, in case of Delhi University's College of Business Studies, you need to have mathematics and English at 10+2 level. Most of the people have English, but many of you do not have mathematics. Okay, so it's a good choice for students with no maths. And in fact, in case of IIM Indore, aptitude test also, their level of maths is very good, undoubtedly. Okay, many people believe that the level of quantitative aptitude of IPM 80 of IIM Indore is almost at par with the common admission test, which IIMs conduct for postgraduate level courses. Okay. All right. Now, I'm a great fan of residential programs. So IIMs offer you, all these IPMs are residential programs, but Symbiosis does not offer you a residential program. A few of you may get a hostel, but that does not make it a residential program. It's a strictly non-residential program. Okay, you can go and be a part of this as a day scholar. Okay, many of you prefer to stay outside the hostel, all right, because you do not like any restriction on yourself. Okay, all right. Now, fees are almost at par or maybe slightly higher than what IIM charge you. Okay, that is not very good. That aspect is not very good. Okay. All right. Now here we have already given you all the information which we wanted to. Now, if you have a question, you can ask us. Okay. And here, please be informed that we have a crash course for people who are interested in preparing for BBA and Hotel Management Examinations 2021. All right. And the enrollment started from 1st of February. Okay. So we have been enrolling students for the last 17 days. So where are you? Haven't enrolled yet? Please do that now, right away. And why take this course? Expert faculty for BB and HM along with other entrance examinations, sufficient number of revision classes, day-wise study plan where every day you would know what you have to do, what you have to do on your own, what you have to do with us. All topics covered through live classes the way I'm live to you here in this session and quizzes. Okay. Jheel is asking, is quant section of IIM Rohtak aptitude test easy? I would say easier than IPM 8 quantitative aptitude of IPM 80 of IIM Indore. Okay. All right. So daily quizzes to boost your speed and accuracy. All right. And the course includes 150 plus live interactive classes, 25 plus mocks for DU, JAT, SET, IPM 80 of IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak, maybe a few other IIMs as well. Okay. We haven't talked about IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya entrance examinations because they're yet to declare the format of their test. Of course, IIM Jammu has very clearly told you that their entrance examination would be conducted by JIPMAT. They have named it, right? Good name. Sounds fancy. Okay, so JIPMAT would be conducted by the National Testing Agency. Okay, 2000 plus practice questions. I'm sure it's an under promise. Actually, you would get much more than 2000 questions. Topic quizzes and PDFs for revision. Hey, what's the full form of PDF? I do not know. Can you help me? What is that? Full coverage of current affairs and service aptitude. Service aptitude is needed, right, in case of hotel management, entrance examinations, and current affairs are needed almost everywhere. Okay? All right. And these current affairs have nothing to do with Valentine's Day. Please keep that in mind. All right. And who are the teachers? Sanojam Dasabanta Singh, English expert, 17 plus years of teaching experience. Rabia Zara Khan, GK and current affairs expert. Krishnendu Datta, popularly known as KD, critical reasoning expert. And Ashutosh Gupta, a very senior teacher of quantitative aptitude for these examinations. Okay, reasoning as well. For any course related queries, please call us at 96500-52904 or also at 93195-99244. Prep smart, score better, and undoubtedly go grade up. Please prepare well.